Hey guys, how's it going? It's Danny here, Invest Digital Assets, coming at you with another video. Today I want to talk about when is a good time to actually invest in crypto. Alright, let's go. So yesterday I made a video about Bitcoin and why it crashed, and a lot of people were kind of panicked a little bit. They don't really know what's kind of happening, but it's just a pullback, guys. But anyway, when is a good time to invest in crypto? Pullbacks. Pullbacks are your essentially point of entry into the market. You don't want to buy on green candles because, on green candles, even though people are buying, but there'll be people that are selling. You want to buy when there's blood on the streets, because when there's blood on the street, that means that something is going down, something is not right. So in the crypto market, whenever the value of, let's say, Bitcoin goes down from 120 to 104, well, you're getting a slightly cheaper opportunity to buy in, right? If you bought in at 120 and you enter at 100, you bought at you saved more than 10%, or you have accumulated more additional 10% of Bitcoin, right? So again, when is a good time to buy into crypto, or when is a good time to enter crypto? Whenever there is a massive dip. Remember, dips or pullbacks, they're like a discount. So whenever you go to the store or you go to the mall and you see 50% sale or 20% sale, or everything is 25% on sale. In crypto market, whenever we have a really big dip, essentially we're saying, well, everything is on sale, so is it a good time to go in? Again, if you're thinking long term, guys, and when I say long term, I mean you're looking years ahead, not a week or a month or a few months or 1 year. You're looking years ahead. And then when you focus long term, meaning years ahead, so that doesn't make really that big of a difference if you buy Bitcoin at $80,000, $100,000, 120, because again, you're gonna have a pullback, right? Eventually there'll be another pullback. So on the way up, you are making money, but remember, every time something goes up, eventually it's just a matter of time until there'll be some kind of correction. There might be a pullback, might be a really big pullback, and then that gives you a really nice entry into crypto, right? And again, every asset is kind of performs a little bit different. Bitcoin will perform slightly different than Ethereum and Solana and a bunch of other coins. So Danny, when is a good time for me to actually get in? Are you telling me that I should go in at the 116 thousand at Bitcoin, or 111, or whatever the price is right now? I believe it's 111. No, I'm not saying that you should jump at all-time high. I'm saying that if you are thinking long-term, you should be buying regardless of what the price is. Every time that you've been buying, and again, if you see a big dip, a massive dip, especially the one we had the other day, that's your opportunity to buy a little bit more. I'm not telling you throw all of your savings, all of your money that's sitting on the side into that dip. No. Every time the market corrects itself, it gives an opportunity to buy at a lower rate. You can either take the opportunity or you can just let it pass by. It's totally up to you. There's no called strikes. No one forces you to do anything. It's getting the rain is getting worse over here, but I still wanted to make that video because especially now in a sensitive time like that, a lot of people are a little bit skeptical. Should I go in? Should I wait a little bit to see kind of where the market is going to go? Maybe I'll have even a cheaper opportunity to go in. But I tell you, regardless of whatever you see, if you already see that it dipped by a lot, buy a little bit. Don't put everything in, but just buy a little bit, because if it does go back up, you took advantage of that little dip. You took advantage of that little opportunity that just came in. The question is, are you going to be ready? Because if all you have in your head is fear that it will go down, don't buy it, especially if you're in the short term. Guys, if you're looking at the minute chart, the daily chart, this is all short term. You gotta click on the weekly chart and the monthly chart, because when you see that, you really zoom out and you see the bigger picture. So again, if you're investing long term, every time you see a massive dip, a really big pullback, that's basically the market telling you, hey, I know you love crypto, I'm giving an opportunity to jump in at a 20% discount. Hey, you want to take it? If not, that's okay. There is plenty of people that, will take the opportunity. So I accidentally cut the video short because it was raining. Really annoying when it happens. But yeah, guys, again, whenever it's a really big pullback, it's essentially the market simply telling you that, if I see that you wanted to go into crypto, but you were kind of hesitant at, and jumping in at $120,000 in Bitcoin, but hey, I just lowered it for you to 104. You can enter. It's cheaper. Goes back to 120. You're making money. You're in profit. But again, the market doesn't force anything upon anyone. It's a free market. You can jump whenever you want. Whenever you see that or you feel that this is the right entry, just jump in, right? Again, as long as you're thinking long term, you're going to be totally fine, because long term is where the money is. And the short term is the roller coaster that you're going to see like this. And again, this is the short term. It will play with your emotions a lot, especially when you see your money going like this, day by day. But again, as you zoom out and you look at the bigger picture, you're going to see that eventually in the long term, you're not going to see this. It's going to be more like this. And it will keep going up, right? So again, when is a good time to get into crypto? Whenever you think it's a good time. Whenever you see that the market has, reached an all-time high, for example, and we dipped reasonably, we had a reasonable pullback, that's essentially the traffic light giving you a green light to go ahead. Hey, it's not at the all-time high. We just dropped the price, so you get an opportunity to get in at a little bit less, right? Again, doesn't mean you have to, but if you believe in crypto and you think long term, it's basically God giving you an opportunity. Or not God, but the market is giving you an opportunity to buy in at a lower rate. But yeah, guys, I'm not gonna make a long video on that. Just wanted to kind of throw that in there, because a lot of people ask, well, what do you think? Should I buy some crypto this month? Bitcoin dipped. You think it's a good idea? And my answer is always the same. If you think long term, it's always a good idea. Even if Bitcoin just hit new all-time high, if you believe Bitcoin will be around, and again, you look at it long term, will Bitcoin reach 1 million? Absolutely. We just know that it's a matter of time. Well, if you know that it will reach 1 million eventually, and it's sitting at $110,000, you're $900K away, pretty much, right? $890,000 away. So you can make an additional $890,000 even if you buy at all-time high. As long as you keep buying, regardless of what the price is, as long as you keep buying and you hold everything long-term, and again, if you're holding all of that, might as well, I'm sure that some of you are probably staking it and earning that interest on top of your assets. So some of you are getting dividends. But again, long term is where it's at. So just to recap everything, is it a good time to invest? Absolutely. When is the best time for entry? Whenever you see a massive dip, guys. Whenever you see a massive pullback, and really, if you want the best of the best entry, it's during bear market, because in bear market, everything goes down. Everything essentially is going down to zero. This is where you're really going to be able to tell if it's a solid project or not so good, because a lot dies during bear market. You really see who's going to survive, who's going to last, and who's not during bad times, right? Which is bear market. So bear market would be the most ideal time of really accumulating a bunch of different cryptos, because again, everything is dirt cheap. Right now in a bull market, again, you're gonna have these massive dips, what we call pullbacks, that give you an opportunity to buy at a lower price, right? And again, when it goes back higher or reaches a new all-time high, you're gonna be in profit. So again, long term, it's always a good idea to invest. Short term, you probably want to think about it a little bit more, because it can go either way. And again, depending on which way you go, it's going to decide where your money is going. So if it goes down the drain, your money will go down the drain. And that's in the short term. Again, long term, you're going to be okay, especially when it comes to assets like Bitcoin. Long term, it's a win-win for you guys. Remember that. So I'm not going to keep this video too long. It's not really sure what to talk a whole lot about, when is a good time for entry. It's always a good time, guys. You see a big dip, you just think about it. If your favorite shoes are $100, and right now you're walking past the store, and those shoes are on the shelf, and you see, 20% off. You wanted those shoes. Now they're at a discount. Are you going to get them, or are you going to just walk past it? Some people walk past it. Some people snatch the opportunity. It really depends on you. Anyway, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Keep investing forever, and I'll see you in the next video.